So we're heading into Mother's Day, and I'd like to show you something really, really yummy that you can make for Mum, either for her brekkie in bed or just for morning tea. It's called a raspberry and white choc chip muffin. Yum. So the first thing you have to do, as with any kind of baking, is preheat the oven. It's on at 160 degrees fan forced, or you'd want 180 degrees if it's not a fan forced oven. And then I'm lining a 6-pan Texas muffin tin. So Texas muffins are about this size. Mine are individual, but you would normally buy it in a tray of 6 like that. These are available from the supermarket as well, little patty cases made of paper, or you can try making them your own with baking paper if you don't have any. They do tend to work out a bit more kind of rustic than that, a bit more wrinkly, but that's okay. So you're going to simply line your muffin pan. And if you want, you can make these into littler muffins if you've got little patty cases and a little patty case tin. They're beautiful too. So that's done. And this is a really simple recipe. I'm just going to combine some dry ingredients and some wet ingredients and then put them together. Job done. So the first thing I'll do is I've got about 1.5 cups of raspberries here. Now these are fresh raspberries. They're beautiful at the moment, but you can use frozen raspberries as well. They work just as well. I'm going to chop about half of them and the rest I'm going to leave whole. And what that does is it means that you get some little bits in the mixture, and every now and again when you bite the muffin you get a whole juicy piece of fruit. So chop about half, the rest whole, and that goes into a bowl here. And then 3/4 cup of white choc chips, or you could use just white cooking chocolate chopped into pieces, or just white eating chocolate chopped into pieces. It's all the same. In with that, 3/4 cup of sugar, that's caster sugar there, and a couple of cups of self-raising flour. Now while those ingredients are dry, we're going to mix them all together, because it's really important once the wet ingredients go in that you don't over mix this batter. So I'll get that mixed up while it's nice and dry like that. All right, so that's done. The next thing I need to do is mix together 1/2 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, or olive oil. I'm using olive oil here, and 2 eggs. Give that a little whisk. Now I'm going to mix them together. So I just make a little sort of well, a hole in the middle of that dry mixture there. Pour the wet mixture in, and then I'm going to combine it, but really carefully. What you're looking for here is for it to barely be mixed. You really want to not overwork that batter, because that'll give you a really tough, chewy muffin. So just really gently with a spatula, scoop it around the edges of the bowl. And now we're ready to put it into our patty cases. So I'm just going to divide that mixture evenly between the cases and into the oven for about 25 minutes. So here they are, hot and fresh out of the oven, ready for your mum for her brekkie or for her morning tea on Mother's Day. Look at that. Look, there's beautiful fresh raspberries. It's as light as a feather and absolutely delicious. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums out there. It's hot.